Bonjour, a lesson for 8th standard in French. Okay, today we will be doing the partitive article. Now, before we go to partitive article, I will just brush up your article which you already know. You already know that every noun has to be preceded by an article, whether the article is defini and défini. You know, le, la, le, or un, une, and they. Or contracté. Contracté is a and the. I had done this with you. A is used when you say je vais à l'école, I am going to school. Je viens de l'école, I am coming from school. So a and the are used as l'article contracté. Today I will teach l'article partitif. Partitif means sometimes, suppose I want to say I have a book or I have the book. We know that the quantity of book is 1, or I have 2 books. 2 books is when we count. J'ai 2 livres. J'ai un livre, I have a book. But there are certain articles which you can count 1, 2, 3. But then there are certain items which you cannot count. Suppose you want to say I am eating some butter. You cannot count the butter. You know that butter exists in quantity. A lot of butter, some butter, very little butter. So for those items we use the article, partitive article. Okay, some. When I want to say I am eating some bread, I am eating some butter, I am applying some jam. So these articles, these items can be not counted on your fingers. They need quantity. So such items we are using partitive article. Now partitive article also same thing. The plus le. If that item happens to be masculine, it will become du. The plus la. If that item is feminine, noun, then the la. If that item is either masculine or feminine but begins with a vowel, the plus l apostrophe remains the l apostrophe. And the plus le becomes they. I will give you some examples how you will know when to use them. Suppose I say, je mange du pain. What is pain? Pain is bread. It is masculine. Le pain means the bread. Now, here I am eating some bread. So, in that case, some, the plus le becomes du. Je mange du pain. I am eating some butter. Same thing. Je mange du beurre. Beurre is butter. Okay? And I am eating some jam. Jam is confiture. But it is la. That is feminine. So I will say je mange de la confiture. So you have seen how you use the partitive article. If that noun happens to be masculine, you will apply this rule. The plus la becomes du. But it means the same thing. Du or the la means some. I am eating some bread, I am eating some butter, I am eating some jam. So this partitive article is used when you cannot count that item on your fingers. 1, 2, 3. It has to be counted as a quantity, half kilo, 1 kilo, 2 pounds, like that. So now you know. So what will you, suppose I say tu manges de chocolat. What does this mean? Tu manges, E-E-S, tu manges de chocolat. It means you are eating some chocolates. You are eating some chocolates. Okay? So, now you know how to use it in singular and in plural. So, this is your partitive article. I'll give you some time. You copy it on your notebook. The topic name is l'article partitif. Very important chapter because this you will require everywhere, just like le, la, le, un, une, de. So 2 minutes I am giving, copy it and copy the sentences, write down their English translation. You know, manger is to eat. Manger is to eat. So when I say je mange, I eat some bread. I eat some butter. I eat some jam. You eat some chocolates. Okay, now we will learn some verbs because I want to teach you as many verbs as possible while we are doing only the present tense, because later on we will be doing future tense, past tense. So before we go on to those tenses, you should know as many important verbs as possible. Now the verbs which I have written on the board are irregular verbs. You know what irregular means. Irregular means they don't follow any rule. They have their own conjugations. So you will have to learn the conjugations by heart. Okay, now the first verb is pouvoir. Pouvoir means to be able or can. For example, I am able to write or I can write. So je peux, P-E-U-X. Tu peux. Je peux means I can, I am able to. Tu peux means you can, you are able to. So while I am saying this, I want you to take them down on your notebook. You write the conjugation and side by side, here on the board I don't have that much space, you write the English meaning. For example, je peux, I can, I am able to. Tu peux, you can, you are able to. But at the same time you have to learn the spellings. P-E-U-X, P-E-U-X, il and L becomes P-E-U-T. Il peut, elle peut. She can, he can. Nous pouvons, P-O-U-V-O-N-S. Vous pouvez, P-O-U-V-E-Z. Ils peuvent, P-E-U-V-E-N-T. So what does this mean? Je peux means I can. Tu peux means you can. Il peut means he can. Elle peut means she can. Nous pouvons means we can. Vous pouvez means you can for many people. And ils peuvent means they can. So, if I write je peux parler, what does this mean? It means I can speak. Je peux parler français means what? I can speak French. So, here I am using two verbs. If you have seen, pouvoir is also a verb, parler is also a verb. But only one verb is conjugated. The main verb is can. So this one is conjugated, this one is left just like that. Je peux parler français means I can speak French. Followed? So after this verb, you will get an infinitive. You have to always use infinitive. I can speak, I can run, I can sit, I can talk. So it will come as an infinitive. Now, same thing. These two verbs you learn together because they go hand in hand. They are similar. Vouloir means to wish for or to want. Je veux means I wish or I want. Tu veux, you wish or you want. Il veut, same thing. V-E-U-X, V-E-U-X, V-E-U-T, just like this one. Then, nous voulons, L-O-N-S, here it is V-O-N-S. Vous voulez, L-E-Z, here it is V-E-Z. Il veut, so, I want, you want, he wants or she wants, we want, you want, they want. So, suppose instead of pouvoir, I say, je veux parler. What do I mean? I want to speak French. Here I can speak French. I want to speak French. So you know that after pouvoir and vouloir, the next verb which comes is in the infinitive form. Okay, this is the main verb. So you have to write down the meaning also. Je veux means I want or I am wanting. I wish or I am wishing. And you carry on. So we have learned pouvoir, we have learned vouloir. I am also teaching you another important verb, savoir. Savoir is to know. For example, I know to speak, I know to sing, I know to read. That know, knowledge. So, how is savoir conjugated? Je sais, S-A-I-S. I know, I am knowing. Tu sais, S-A-I-S. You know, you are knowing. Il sait, he knows. Elle sait, she knows. Nous savons, V-O-N-S. Vous savez, V-Z. Ils savent. So, when I am saying, you have to repeat after me. If you are watching the video, I want you to keep your notebook open. Copy all this, write down the English meanings, and when teacher is reading out, you will repeat after me, you will get the pronunciation. Je sais, tu sais, il sait, elle sait, nous savons, vous savez, ils savent. Now suppose I say, je sais la leçon. What do I mean? What do I mean? Je sais la leçon. I know the lesson. I know the lesson. Followed? So, there's another verb coming. You first copy all this, then I will give you another verb which also means to know, but then I will explain the difference between those two. So copy this as for now, write down the English translation and learn the conjugation by heart. Very important verbs, and you have to keep in mind that all the conjugations up to today which you have learnt are all in present tense. We have not changed the tense as yet. You will be changing tenses. Later on more conjugations will come. So it's better you learn the present tense perfectly. Okay, now you have already seen the verb savoir. It is to know. Savoir is to know, but that knowledge is different. You know something for knowledge sake. Here, connaître. Connaître also means to know. It means to know. But which know? I know a person, I know a place. For example, I know Pierre. That time you will not use savoir, you will use connaître. So now we will, again a irregular verb, you will have to learn the conjugation by heart. Je connais. Tu connais. A-I-S, A-I-S. Il, elle connaît. Now here there is a circumflex. Only on one person there is a hat on I, not a dot. There is this accent. Il or elle connaît. Nous connaissons, S-S-O-N-S. Vous connaissez, S-S-E-Z. Ils connaissent, S-S-E-N-T. What do I mean? Je connais, I know. You know. He knows, she knows. We know, you know. And they know. Now, for example, or je connais Pierre means what? I know Pierre. I know him. Je connais Delhi means what? I know Delhi. I've been to Delhi. I know about it. Whereas je sais means, suppose I say, je sais chanter. Chanter is to sing. So I know to sing. So this know is different from this know. This is knowledge. This is either a person or a place. So please learn these two verbs together and know what is the difference between them. When to use which savoir, when to use connaître. And one more thing, please keep in your mind that in the third person singular there is a hat, circumflex on I. So copy the conjugation and write down the English meaning. Je connais means I know, I am knowing. Tu connais means you know, you are knowing. Same way that side, but different no. So this is another important verb which you have learned today. Now, next I am doing something else. As of now, in my previous session I had done 1, 2, 3 plus 4 verbs and partitive article. Now I will be doing a lesson from your book. Okay, now you have to open your textbooks. You have a textbook, book number 1. You open it to lesson number 7. I think lesson number 6 was done last time. Combien de couteaux y a-t-il? We learnt how to count numbers, okay, up to 50. The digits were taught to you up to 50. Now we are going to lesson number 7. That is on page number 60. See whether the page is the same on your book also. Okay. Leçon 7. La matière. As usual, I will read the lesson and then explain to you. Okay. Leçon 7, septième leçon. You came across septième. I have taught you ordinal numbers in my last video. Premier, deuxième, troisième, like that. Septième means 7th lesson. La matière. La matière is the matter. Matter in the sense what it is made of. For example, wood, iron, glass, stone, these are matter. Things are made of different matters. So, in the first half of the lesson, you have je suis and je ne suis pas. I think that has been done with you. Okay, je suis grande, je ne suis pas grande. The affirmative and negative was done. So I will not waste my time. I will read through. You try to understand what it means. Je suis grand or je suis grande for a female. Je ne suis pas petite or je ne suis pas petite with a E. I am not small. I am tall. I am not short. Okay. Tu es grand. Tu n'es pas petite. Vous êtes grande. Vous n'êtes pas petite. Why they have coupled tu and vous together? Tu is used for a singular person. But vous also can be used for one single person if that person happens to be elderly, older than you, or out of respect. For example, when you are talking to me, I am your teacher, you cannot call me tu. You have to call me vous. Okay, so vous can be both, either singular or plural. Next, il est grande, il n'est pas petit. Elle est grande with a E, elle n'est pas petite with a E. The adjective is also agreeing with the gender. When the pronoun is masculine, grande is masculine. Pronoun becomes feminine, grande becomes feminine. Nous sommes grandes. Have you seen the spelling of grande? Nous means many people. We are tall. So grande is getting a S. If that we happens to be all females, then grande gets a ES. Nous sommes grandes, nous ne sommes pas petites. Vous êtes grande, vous n'êtes pas petite. Ils sont grands, elles sont grandes. Ils ne sont pas petites, elles ne sont pas petites. So in this particular block, that yellow color block, they have given you affirmative and negative. And they have also shown you the agreement of the adjectives. All this was done with you earlier. So for you, this part is just a revision. Now we go to the next part of the lesson. La matière. Le banc est lourd. Banc means bench. Lourd is heavy. Le banc est lourd. Il est en bois. It is made of wood. Bois is wood. So it is in wood. En means in. So in French they say it is in wood. We don't say the bench is in wood. We say bench is made of wood. Okay. Le cahier est légère. Le cahier is a notebook. Notebook is light. Lourd is heavy. Léger is light. Last lesson also you learned some contraire, opposites. Okay? Il est en papier. What is made of paper? The notebook is made of paper. That's why it's light. Il est en papier. En quoi est la bouteille? Now they are asking a question. What is the bottle made of? En quoi est la bouteille? Elle est en verre. It is made of glass. Verre means glass. En quoi est la clé? Clay is key. Elle est en fer. Fer is iron. That is a metal. En quoi est le mur? What is the wall made of? Elle est en pierre. Pierre is a stone. Now don't confuse this Pierre with a capital letter P. Capital letter P and I-E-R-R is a name, Pierre. And this Pierre is stone. Now, à quoi est la robe? What is the dress made of? Elle est en étoffe. Étoffe is, look up the meaning of étoffe. See what it is in your dictionary. Some things you will have to look up. Okay, soie is silk, étoffe you find out. En quoi est le soulier? Soulier is a shoe or a slipper. Elle est en cuir. Cuir is leather. So, you have learnt different types of matter. You have learnt wood, you have learnt paper, you have learnt glass, then iron, stone, leather, and something called étoffe. I want you to find out from your dictionary. You already know how to use a dictionary now. Go and find out what is étoffe. Okay? Now, in the next part of the lesson, voici un banc. Voici is here is. Here is a bench. Est-il en bois? It's an interrogation. A question. Est-il? We have inverted. Est-il en bois? Is it made of wood? The answer is oui. Il est en bois. Voici une clé. Here is a key. Est-elle en bois? Is it made of wood? Have you noticed in the first case, banc is a masculine item. So, il. Clé is a feminine item. Elle. No, elle n'est pas en bois. It is not made of wood. Elle est en fer. It is made of iron. Voici des souliers. Sont-ils en cuir? When you think of shoes, when you speak of shoes, it's not just one shoe or one slipper, a pair of shoes. So, voici des souliers. Sont-ils en cuir? Oui, ils sont en cuir. Voici des robes. Sont-elles en cuir? Are the dresses made of leather? No, elles ne sont pas en cuir. Elles sont en étoffe. So, this is your lesson for today. And I want you to learn all the verbs which have been taught to you today, the partitive article and the matter. How to say so and so is made of so and so material. Okay? Besides that, they have given you numbers. Last time we stopped at number 50. But here numbers are starting from 80, so we'll have to go back to 51 onwards, which we will be doing in some other lesson, in some other class. Right now what you learn is the partitive article, the 4 verbs which have been taught to you, how to use them, when to use them, and the matter. That's all for today.